make sure that I have your name correct, sir. Mr. Homan, sir. What type of policy do you envision that will help children who are fleeing harm's way with their parents usually or some significant person in their lives have the opportunity to be in a safe, secure, wholesome environment?
Well, first of all, if I can, your question about raising your hands, if you would have said if I support zero tolerance, I would have raised my hand, not family separation, zero tolerance. You seem to confuse those two issues.
Okay, well, if you would, I'm going to ask that you kindly address my question, but since you raised zero tolerance, I'm not sure what you mean by zero tolerance. Are you saying zero tolerance, no one ever coming to the United States? Is that your zero tolerance policy?
No, you're referring to family separations that have happened under numerous presidents, not just this president.
Okay,
but zero tolerance, what you're referring to is family separations, zero tolerance that was put in place by Attorney General Jeff Sessions. It was zero tolerance to prosecute those who knowingly, intentionally violate our laws.
So, and supporting that policy, you would support family separation then?
Whenever someone gets arrested for a crime, they get booked into a jail, their child can't go with them. Just like if I got arrested tonight, my child couldn't go with me. So it's not about family separation.
Well, the interesting thing about your argument is that these people committed no crimes.
You enter the United States illegally, it's a crime. It's 8 U.S.C., 8 United States Code 1325. It's a crime to enter the United States illegally.
It is not a crime, it's a civil offense.
No, sir, it is not. It's a violation of Criminal Code, Title 8, United States Code 1325, illegal entry in the United States. First offense is a misdemeanor, second offense, if you've been ordered removed and returned, is a felony.
I agree with that. I don't differ with you on that point.
Today's video is intense. We're breaking down a fiery congressional hearing where Reverend Al Green went head-to-head with former ICE Director Tom Homan. And let's just say, things escalated fast. In this video, I'll walk you through 10 key moments from this explosive exchange, from heated debates about family separation to raw legal facts that left no room for confusion. Let's jump.
But you would then separate the children.
If you have no option, if someone's being prosecuted and getting sent to U.S. Marshal's custody or to the local jail, the child can't go with them. That happens to U.S. families every day across the country. I think what we're seeing today could have been prevented if Congress was to close the loopholes we've asked them to close. I mean, we proved back in FY 14 and 15 when I worked for Secretary Jay Johnson, who I respect greatly, you know, he let us build family detention to hold family units in the family residential center long enough to see a judge, and it took about 40, 45 days. And most of them, 90%, lost their cases, and we sent them home. And the numbers went down. It worked. So we're asking Congress, look, we've already proved this worked under the Obama administration. How come we're not doing it now? You know, so I think Congress needs to fix this loophole. Let us detain families. If they're really escaping fear and persecution and death, I don't see a problem in being in a family residential center with medical care, pediatricians, child psychologists on staff, 3 squares a day, 6 sets of new clothes, access to lawyers, access to families. These are open air campus facilities. If it saves a life, and that's what I've been testifying the last 4 times, this isn't just about securing our border. This isn't just about enforcing laws, it's about saving lives. It's about 31% of women being raped. If we close these loopholes, we're going to save women from being sexually assaulted. We're going to save children from dying, and we're going to stop bankrolling criminal cartels who are making millions of dollars a day because of the laziness of this country not to fix the loopholes.
Is there anything you'd like to respond to what you've heard today?
Yeah, I'd like to respond to Acting Chairman Jay Paul and your comment about the Trump administration moving money around for more detention beds. I'd like to remind you, under the Obama administration, we did that most of the years he was president. We moved money around DHS. It's called reprogramming. We did that under the Obama administration. I don't remember any hearings on that. And also, I'd like to remind you that under the Obama administration, I mean, you're quick to point out that the cages were built under the Obama administration. I was there. Family detention, we had 100 family beds under the Obama administration. We built 3,000 more. So when there was a surge in FY 14 and FY 15 on the border, Congress was quick to give all the money we needed to build detention facilities, get transportation contracts. We reprogrammed money out of the majority of the years he was president. That was fine. Under Obama administration, FY 12, we removed 409,000 people, half of what was removed last year. There was no hearings on that. So, you know, this is about transparency. Let's be factual about it.
time of the gentleman has expired. Since you did address some comments at me, I'll just say that I didn't like it under the Obama administration either. In fact,
But be honest with the American people.
Excuse
You
me,
can't point out faults in the Trump administration when it happened
Mr.
under the Obama
Homan.
administration. That's dishonesty. It's pathetic and it's sad.
Mr. Homan, I control the time, and I am the chairwoman of the committee. Thank you for respecting that. I didn't like it under the Obama administration, and I'll remind you, Mr. Homan, that you also testified before Congress in support of the Obama's Priorities Enforcement Program before the Senate Judiciary Committee on May 19th, 2016, which had a very different approach.
Well,
With
can I
that-
respond?
with
Can I respond to that?
with
Can I respond to that?
No.
Of course
you may
not.
With
And I want to give you some time, but I do want to ask one quick question, and I want to make one quick statement. I find it very offensive that anybody would compare any federal employee, frankly, to someone who, the Gestapo or running Nazi concentration camps. That is very offensive. I have 15 seconds, and I yield it to you.
Thank you for saying that. I wish somebody in Democratic leadership would say that out loud. Look, you want to know why there's 50,000 people in detention? You want to know why we have 1 million illegal entries in the United States? You want to know why we have these issues? Because you have failed to secure the border. You have failed to work with this president to close the 3 loopholes we've asked for 2 years to close.
Time of
So
the
if you want to know why
gentleman
this
has
issue
expired.
exists, you need to look in the mirror.
Time of the
You
gentleman
have failed
has
American
expired.
people for
Mr.
not
Homan.
securing the border and closing loopholes.
Mr. Homan,
Look,
please respect the chair and the authority of the chair. The
you have-
time of the gentleman has expired.
I've asked you politely to let me go beyond my time, and you let other people go beyond their time, but not to Tom Homan. He don't get me go beyond his time.
Mr. Homan, we have
This is a
approved
circus.
an agreement
This is a circus.
between the Republicans and the Democrats with the ranking member. We increased the time of one member of Congress who was interrupted by a protest. That is done with the approval of the ranking member. Please respect the chair's authority. The
I respect the
gentlewoman-
chair's authority, but the chair.
Mr. Homan.
You work for
excuse
me. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a taxpayer. You work for me.
The witness will suspend.
Jump right in. It all kicked off when Representative Al Green asked Tom Homan a straightforward but emotional question. What kind of policies should be in place to protect children fleeing danger with their families? Green was clearly pressing for a humane answer. Safe, secure environments for vulnerable families. But Homan didn't back down. He immediately clarified something critical. He supports zero tolerance, not family separation. Big difference, he said. And that's where the fire started. Homan laid it out. Zero tolerance is about prosecuting those who illegally cross the U.S. border, period. That's Title 8, U.S. Code Section 1325, a criminal offense. He explained that family separation isn't the policy, it's the result of prosecution. Just like if you or I were arrested, our kids wouldn't go to jail with us. Representative Green pushed back, claiming these migrants committed no crimes. But Homan stood firm, citing the law, and pointing out that entering the country illegally is, in fact, a crime. If you're finding this breakdown helpful so far, hit that subscribe button. We cover high-stakes hearings like this all the time, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Homan then dropped a little-known fact. Back in 2014 and 2015, under President Obama, they created family detention centers. And guess what? They worked. Most cases were processed in under 45 days. 90% were denied asylum and sent home, legally and efficiently. He argued these facilities were safe, humane, and effective, staffed with pediatricians, child psychologists, legal aid, and open-air living. Not cages, not cruelty. Homan turned the tables. The real problem, he said, isn't ICE, it's Congress. They failed to close immigration loopholes, making it impossible to manage the crisis at the border. He stressed that this isn't just about enforcing law, it's about saving lives. That's when things got real. Homan wasn't done. He hit back with harsh realities. 31% of migrant women are raped, and criminal cartels are making millions off weak border enforcement. Inaction, he said, fuels violence, abuse, and chaos. And in that moment, Green's emotional appeals met a brick wall of law, statistics, and raw experience. Homan's message was crystal clear. Congress must act now. This wasn't just another hearing. It was a political and moral clash, and Tom Homan didn't flinch. He came armed with decades of experience, hard facts, and one message. If we don't fix this broken system, more lives will be lost. If you found this breakdown powerful, drop a comment below. Whose side are you on? Should zero tolerance continue, or is there a better way? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more political breakdowns, hearing highlights, and raw, unfiltered truth. Until next time, stay informed, stay sharp.